Previously on Survivor Waiparous. The decimated Kootenai tribe and the Yoho tribe merged. Cole and Rachel felt unsafe with the Yoho tribe after Rachel played an idol. Cole was left in the dark.
Do you know who did put my idol? Yes. Okay, I told Nicole. So,
And joined forces with former Banff tribe mates, Kate and Saphir. And Rachel's boyfriend Matt, with his many advantages, real and fake, to take out Flo and send her to the Edge of Intoxication. Now it's time for someone to return from the Edge. 7 remain. Who will be voted out next?
So that's quite the tribal council. I think I'm definitely taking a risk by taking out Flo, who was someone who semi had my back, but ultimately I think put her numbers over any sense of anything else in the game, which is fair, I get that. But when you have that much power where you have 2 people just entirely under your thumb, you need to start getting rid of people. I think the 5 that are currently in power are a lot more fluid. I am worried about Matt as a potential threat. He is very tight with Kate, he's very tight with Saphir, he's obviously dating Rachel, but I think hopefully they all understand what a threat he is. He's the only remaining member of his tribe who's made the merge. He's been to all these tribal councils. He's an absolute sweetheart and like such a lovable guy that you can't help but like him. And that's a huge threat when you're trying to win the game against a jury of people who vote for who they like. We already know he's been getting gifts from the Edge, and we know one of those is going to be the idol. So whenever we do take him out, it's going to have to be a blindside. We're in a weird spot. I'm in a weird spot specifically. I think I'm still playing the game pretty tightly with Rachel and Kate. I think those are my ride or dies. I don't know if I beat Rachel in the final 3. I think I beat Kate, but very much still in the air. I think my ideal scenario of final 3 is myself, Kate, and Saphir. I think I can make a pretty good pitch there that I deserve to win the game. But it's time to start thinking about now the end game, because we are in the individual portion of the game and there's a lot left to play. I'm exhausted, I'm tired. This all being wrapped up in one day is a lot, and we've got a lot left to go. I think the biggest thing is to get there more than anything else. If I get there, I have a shot. If I don't, I don't. So we'll see how it turns out.
Okay, so Flo was just voted out at the last tribal council, which makes things interesting. I feel like I'm now basically completely and totally alone. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I don't win again, I'm gonna be out. Which means I can drink more, so that's not the worst case scenario. It's pretty fucking stressful out here. Yeah, Flo was kind of dragging me through, so now that she's gone.
Wow. So good. We're not back yet.
Not yet. Right. These are those who are still left in the game. These are the people returning from the Edge of Intoxication, vying for a shot back in to the top 8.
They don't want one.
Very simple. You all get to watch as those from the Edge of Intoxication participate in the Drunken Gauntlet. They will start at the boulder, by taking a shot, at which point they will run and untie a series of knots on a bag.
Robert Zone.
Once they do so, they stand by the hula hoop and start tossing their beanbag onto the spike ball net. Once they land their beanbag onto the spike ball net, they make their way over to the table where we have pokers fashioned together to make a long stick, which you must hold by the end like so. Stack your nuts 7 high. Stacked on 7? 7 high. What? We will be here for as long as it takes. The first one done makes their way into the top 8. Come join me at the boulder with your liquor of choice and get ready to drink. Alright, remember survivors, this is your last chance to get back into the game. As much as I support the camaraderie at the beginning, once you take your shot, you gotta book it and try to win. Survivors ready? Go! Flo, done quickly, on her way to the Once untied, toss it from the hula hoop onto the spike ball net. Everybody working hard to untie a series of knots. They've been drinking most of them all day.
Amanda especially. Thank you. I deserve the credit.
Yeah, you deserve a shout there.
Actually, just crushing them knots.
Everybody working furiously, individually. Robert putting in an extra amount of effort this time around.
I've had practice.
Seems everyone's working at roughly the same pace. Amanda's getting her way through the knots very quickly. Almost untied, almost has access to the beanbag in the burlap sack. Amanda's got it untied, she's got her beanbag, she can start throwing. Short, she has to go collect it. Amanda has a drastic lead over everyone else.
What the hell, guys?
Drinking since 9 in the morning.
Does that count or no?
No.
It's got a stick?
Yeah.
Clearly, y'all should have drank one.
Max has his beanbag. Flo has her beanbag. Oh my god. Max just short. Amanda just short. Flo also short. The depth perception is clearly effective. Sean also free. Mitchell in the clear. Bouncing off. Flo on the
There's so much happening.
Robert!
Clearly, Robert has learned nothing in the past 24 hours.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Robert,
Sorry.
maybe speed wasn't everything, but no one has landed a beanbag on the spike ball net yet. Everybody throwing them furiously. Max just shy. A nice high lob, almost hit Robert in the head. Whoa! Tossing. It's high, but it's good. Max on his way to the stack. Everyone else still tossing.
God.
Dropping it short. Mitchell blaming the wind for that bag lag.
I heard it.
Robert, a good toss. Mitchell just short. Whoa.
Yeah, buddy.
Amanda's good.
Yeah, Amanda's good. Robert's good. They're both here. So maybe. You got it, buddy.
We go.
blaming you.
Well, you kick ass.
Okay,
I
no,
mean
here's
that-
the thing. Okay, here's my play. Okay, here's my play. I definitely think Matt and Cole are bigger threats as of right now. I can do fine on like this challenge that happened because I wasn't as drunk as everybody else. I will be once this hits me.
But here's the thing, we have one more challenge, right?
Yes.
And then tomorrow everyone's done.
And you're at that eye with your shot, so you might win immunity.
What do you mean everyone's fresh?
Everyone's done.
Yeah, but this doesn't help. This doesn't help with things. This is why I wanted to talk to YouTube because YouTube cannot lie.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
And that's not true.
I mean, okay, given last time, but you were also in the group, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
No.
And plus,
And I think that we didn't
winning's on the
specifically
line. No, I lied. I told her that was winning the match.
Yeah. You did. Yeah, you did. Okay, so what can I do to help change the vote? Because at this point, it's just me replaying the same thing.
What do you have? Endurance, perseverance, but do you have immunity idols? Do you have advantages? I know we probably don't.
I do an advantage, but I'm not willing to share until like I have like
100%, like totally
Yeah.
fair. Like, and that's like something that I think you should use at your own discretion. And it's up until like the final 5, so it's like in the next couple challenges. Like you were good at your shot. Like
Yeah, like we're not like
Like-
gunning for you to be out.
yeah,
No,
exactly.
It,
Well,
I
is
mean,
it-
it happened. You were, targeted by a bigger alliance.
which is why I'm like trying to figure out like what can I do to like help understand how to actually navigate through that. Because at this point, it's just gonna be another replay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's, like you're saying, there's colder man, and I agree with you that if they get into the top 3, there's a huge chance of them winning.
Yeah.
People respect Cole's dedication to Survivor and how he navigates the game, and that's just been like going through this with, I don't know, pretty like he was on tribal council for a lot of the times, and like he could have been voted out a lot, but he just wasn't. He played it pretty smart. So I don't know if that's a now problem or a for you, it's a now problem.
But you guys are still like not willing to.
I wouldn't say I'm not willing. I'm saying that it's not super compelling in this moment to like leave a position that has nothing.
Yeah, and it sucks.
And-
but like right now, you're the pawn, like just that the rook can take. So, and everybody else is like on our backs to make the final 5.
Oh, like the 5 of you.
Maybe. But
Yeah, I mean, I think it's clear what the
I mean to
What the
be
goal?
perfectly honest with you, we haven't talked to them yet. Oh, I haven't talked to them yet. Like I haven't mentioned anything about anybody.
Yeah, but nothing's changed theoretically. You know what I mean?
Theoretically.
Nothing's changed.
Theoretically. Well, you've been playing this game really, really perfect, but it's just that the numbers didn't work out in your favor.
I think what pisses me off is because I didn't realize. And that's what happened.
You know what? If you make it to the top 3, hell yeah, I'm gonna vote for you. Sure, that's what I'll say.
Okay, let's reassess afterwards then.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see what happens with this challenge too. You might not have to worry at all.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
I mean, we'll see. I just
Yeah.
ran a hotel.
and if you okay, so,
And I'm exhausted, man.
so if you win immunity, who do you want us to vote for?
Well, I feel like despite of what I'm gonna say, you guys are gonna vote somebody else.
I don't know. I like what we haven't talked to anybody. We're open.
I still truly think like what shocks me right now is that Matt has consistently just gone under the radar. You know what I
I don't
mean?
think he's one of the radar.
No, he's been very, very
He's powerful,
active
yeah.
and like
Right, and
very-
that's the thing, right? Like because
He's so-
of that.
he's powerful enough that we're not voting him out.
But that's the thing. Like that's why I'm like this should be a red flag. Same with Cole.
But I mean, it can be as many red flags as you want. But if we get to tribal, it might not matter. How many red flags?
Yeah.
Oh, like for votes wise, just because of the.
Yeah. Like, he's a powerhouse. We'll give you that 100%. It's like if Cole or Matt is voted out, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. But if anybody else is voted out,
I'm still like open to like being out for sure, but I gotta like be safe.
I wouldn't go.
Okay, we'll recess.
Nah. But Flo, you've been kicking ass. Good job.
I know. I did.
Your
Thank
bet
you.
is
I
big.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Like, we're just talking about how basically all the chess pieces are on the board right now. People can see them.
How do you mean?
People know what the alliances are.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And like, people know.
And I think that as long as we stay strong, at least those 4 of us. Yeah, the 5 of us for at least another tribal, and then for sure the 4 of us.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, when immunity and when advantages aren't a thing, then it's an even playing field and everybody can get back on their toes. And then, like, let's just try to get to the top 5.
Yeah, so we'll see how this shakes out, this challenge, and then the 4 of us will, or 5 of us will decide.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, Rachel and Matt and I were just talking, like, alright.
Watch Flo pull you guys away.
I know Flo is pulling you guys away. I have faith in them. I don't think they're gonna fail.
And that's the thing is, like, I told her straight up, like, it's a numbers game. Like, I'm gonna stay with where I'm safe.
Yeah.
And, like, it's, like, not because I don't want to be alive with you, but it's like, it's a huge risk.
You've already made the decision. You gotta stick with it. Yeah. The thing is, the problem is now that we can't split the vote because it's 3-2 versus 3.
Yeah.
So if we guess wrong and there's an idle play, then one of us is going. We could try.
Yeah.
But then, actually, what we could do is use Michaela and tell her the wrong name, and then flip the votes. 3-2.
We don't have to think too much. We
I
got
think
5.
that's too much thinking.
We got numbers.
Whatever the 5 of us vote, it doesn't.
It does though if they have an idle.
I guess so.
Yeah, if they put it out,
Then really we only need like
Flo doesn't have numbers.
I mean, not to,
But we know that there's 2 more in the
Maybe
forest,
voting
and
advantage
Tim's been looking for
save it.
forever.
Do you have a certain time you have to use it by?
And Flo doesn't have any.
She has it on the touch.
Okay.
Where?
She didn't say.
Yeah, she didn't say.
She says you're going to damage us.
Yeah.
She said that?
Because she was trying to switch us. And we were like, well, what do you have?
Maybe she has Tim's signature. She thinks she has Tim's signature.
Maybe. But regardless, like, if she has an advantage, best case scenario, she wins immunity, which means we get Tim or Michaela this time.
Yeah.
And then Flo next time.
Easy vote, you're right.
Nathan has something too. If she
Worst case scenario, it goes to a tie. We vote again.
Yeah.
If it's not
I think
Michaela,
Tim
it's
sees it coming. I think Tim has my role with it.
I don't think Tim plays it for Michaela or Flo though.
no, definitely not.
So I think we avoid voting Tim this round. We vote either Michaela or Flo.
Yeah, you could go.
Just stay tight. Fuck.
100%.
I think we're honestly fine.
I think we're in a really good spot.
15. I think they don't know what to do about it.
That sucks, man. That's probably what like. Polish.
All right. Now that everybody's here, all of you have participated in this challenge before. This time, it is all on you. You'll step up. You will take 3 shots. The point systems are the same. Once you take your 3 shots, you're done. The person with the most points at the end of their 3 shots wins individual immunity. Speaking of which, Michaela, I need that back.
You take all 3 in a row, or
All 3 in a row. Back up for grab.
Before I have the same thing.
Oh, do you know?
Yeah. There you go.
wow, this one's particularly destroyed.
I've had it for a little bit too long. It's probably already too late.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
I'm not sure how that'll go now.
Oh dear.
But
Oh dear. Oh dear. This is a legitimate, though mostly destroyed, disadvantage. You may force a player to participate in the drinking elements of the Edge of Intoxication for 3 hours. You may play this disadvantage at any time. This is still valid. The person will have to take shots every hour on the hour for 3 hours. That being said, this is the last challenge of the day.
does one of those shots go before the challenge?
I would say, considering there's about an hour of time left in the day, they would have 2 hours of drinking tomorrow morning if they're still in at that point. Who do you want to give this to?
Cole.
Cole, go get yourself a shot, good sir.
takes.
Take all 3 for shots.
Oh shit.
Yep. Once again, take aim from the tree. And you get all 3 of your shots. All you need is 6 points to win. And we've already proven that a lot of people here can't shoot. Okay?
Can you do that?
Yep.
It is legal.
Rachel.
Oh, nice shot.
First shot gets 1 point. Two points for Rachel. And 2 shots. Last shot. A chance for a perfect score. And a miss. Rachel, you have 2 points. Matt, what's up? Current score to beat is 2.
Thanks, Bosh.
We okay? Shoot the cans. They're down to that way there.
Just drink a mug full of
Matt with a miss on his first shot. 2 shots left. That's a hit. Matt with 1 point after 2 shots. Final shot remaining. And a miss. Matt with 1 point after 3 shots. Your safety, sir.
No.
Tim.
Yeah, still.
Just to the left of the 3-point can. That's a hit, baby. Tim with 3 points. 1 shot left. Current leader
Spicy!
of the shooting challenge.
Into it.
Flo, loving every second of it.
She seems like she's loaded weird, but that's okay for
Seems
me.
to forget that she has to beat the score that Tim
We're
sets.
in the competition.
I'm just excited, you know? What happened?
Just
Did I miss it?
south. That was a miss. Tim is the current leader.
Sometimes you hit the branch and it sounds like a hit, you know? Yeah.
Rachel is in second with 2. And all that matters. Flo with 1 point after her first shot.
Ah! Just kidding, I'm gonna miss these 2 too. It's fine. I'm actually really bad at this in general. Laser tag is not my game.
It's a good thing this is lead can shooting.
Yeah.
That's a miss. Chances of winning immunity for Flo, unless she hits the 2-point can or the 3-point can.
True. Just clutch my butt right there. I don't know where it is. That's okay.
And a miss.
Long
Flo
shot.
is not going to win individual immunity under the break. Up next, Saphir. All right, Saphir. Current score to beat is 3, held by Tim.
Okay, I see 1, I see 2, I see 3.
Saphir, just shy. 2-point hit. Bring up for second shot.
Oh, wait until
Miss again. Your only chance to tie for first is to go for the 3-point can. That's a hit.
Hey!
Saphir.
Nice work!
3 points.
Wow, nice work!
Next up,
That's fine. I don't care.
No. That's a hit on the 2-point can. Cole has 1 shot left with 2 points. Easily able to tie or even take the lead if he makes his next shot.
That hit?
I don't think that hit the can.
Okay.
2 points for Cole. Near miss on the nearest can. Kate. The production team really building up energy. That's a hit on the 2-point can. Kate, with 2 shots left, has 2 points. That's another point for Kate. 3 points. She is tied for the lead and has a chance to win individual immunity, or at the very least take the lead for that reward. Kate, with 4 points, is currently leading the score for individual immunity. Michaela.
Well done.
That's 2 points for Michaela after her first shot.
Holy shit, I'm shaking. Okay.
Individual immunity on the line. That's 4 points for Michaela. Current leader is tied. All that's needed is 1 more point, and Michaela will win back-to-back individual immunity.
It's been helping.
Oh my god.
A miss. It is a tie for first. Okay, you're currently tied for first.
Great.
Rock, paper, scissors from Michaela. If you win, you get to choose who shoots first. You will get 2 shots. All right. Okay, you got 2 shots.
Okay.
Most points at the end of these 2 shots. Okay. And once again, step all the way up to that tree. That is a hit. Kate with 1 point after 1 shot. Hit. Kate with 2 points after 2 shots. Michaela. The score is 2 to beat. You have 2 shots. Once again, you can step all the way up to the tree. 2 points for Michaela after 1 shot, hitting the middle can. 1 point for the win.
Absolute snipe.
After having the best on having the bigger.
Ice in her goddamn
It was all a ploy. All right, for immunity. With 4 points, Michaela wins individual immunity.
Oh my god, I'm shaking so much.
did well.
It is 7 something in the morning, day 3. I'm exhausted. Yeah. I haven't done a confessional since thinking that I was gonna beat Matt and then didn't beat Matt and instead got voted out, but then came back from the Edge of Intoxication. So that's the shit. But now I'm pissed because like now I know where alliances stand and I'm short. So it was me, Michaela and Timothy, but we may be able to turn the tide. Matt reached out to me yesterday because I think he's been tired of consistently being on the ballot and not having control over the game. So I think that this will be a blindside if we can pull it off. So it would be, and on top of that, Timothy has an advantage where he can take away a vote. So it would actually give us the advantage for this one round. But I need to make sure that no one's spooked and uses an immunity idol, because I don't know who the fuck has one. And I sure as fuck don't have one. I'm currently searching around right now. These things are not easy to fucking find, and I don't know. I haven't found anything this game. Like anything. It's not my thing. But yeah. So ideally vote off Cole. But I really can't spook him. I gotta figure out with the team who to steal the vote from so we don't scare anybody. Because if that goes to shit, then we're all done. All of us are done. Anyways, we'll catch up later. Yesterday was a hell of a day for so many reasons. But I am back now and we're good. And I'm gonna try to fucking beat that group of Kate, Saphir, Cole, and of course Rachel. But ideally, I can figure out if we can work with Matt. I think Matt wanted to take some time to ponder, but I'm gonna find him this morning sometime. I'll fucking get it.
So it is day 3, also known as Groundhog Day, because yesterday I could have sworn we went to a tribal council with 8 people. Michaela had immunity and Flo got voted out. And today, we're going to a tribal council with 8 people. Michaela has immunity. I think Flo's gonna get voted out. I do have some new info though. We know that Matt has a fake hidden immunity idol, and he also has one that's potentially real from the Edge, which is worrying. He showed me the fake one, and he's also shown me what he said was fake, but I think is real, that came from the Edge, which is like this glow stick thingy. We also know what Tim's advantage is now. It's a steal a vote. So that's definitely something to keep in mind going forward. And most excitingly, I have given Flo a fake hidden immunity idol I made this morning to stop her from searching. And she thinks we're good to go. So it's going to be a very spicy tribal council. And I'm very excited. I'm very cold. My coffee cup here this morning, I woke up, it had frost all over it. It's very cold. But we'll get going. So here's hoping.
I guess the plan now is we're turning on Cole. Thinking about using my immunity idol, I still have that. Don't know how the fuck I'm still in this game, but it's been a fucking ride. I've been a part of every person voted out. It's had fucking my handwriting on it, so stay strong, Mockingjay, people on the Edge, people back home, love ya, goodbye.
All right. The first 2 members of your jury, you can see, are Sean and Robert. The person voted off today will be joining that jury, and it is up to the jury to determine, at the end of the day, who is deserving of the title of sole survivor. Speaking of which, over the past few challenges, we've seen a lot of really strong will to earn that title. Michaela, you've won 2 immunity challenges back to back. What is that like? How does it feel being in that position?
It feels quite nice to not have to worry about that aspect going into tribal. I just have to worry about everybody else.
So yeah, feels pretty good.
So you're saying you're a little bit more afraid of what everyone else is talking about because of your success?
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
All right, Flo. You went to the edge. You came back to the edge. And no sooner do you win your way back in, do you point a finger at Cole and say, "You're on the chopping block."
I think she said that before she even won her way back in. She was pretty determined to win that.
Is it safe to say that you have some sort of, maybe, a little bit of a vendetta helping drive you to win this game?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's what set me up to freaking search for an idol at 7 in the morning. And yeah.
Anything to win. There is only one sole survivor. And speaking of one sole survivor, today is going to be a hard day for one person in particular who had a disadvantage played against them. Their journey to winning that title might be a bit of a harsh one on this last day.
Yeah. Woo! 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 Woo!
Only
Good morning.
Nice.
Hello.
One more to
Feeling
go.
good. Fire in the belly.
Cole, you've had several disadvantages played against you during this game, including the disadvantage that forces you to participate in the events on the Edge of Intoxication. How's that feel, that the disadvantages are being played against you and not other people?
Well, it currently feels pretty warm in my belly. But I think I did know coming in that that I'm a target, and it makes sense that people would be trying to target me this way. I thankfully made my way through some votes. Hopefully that stays true today. But
Saphir, Cole's talking about you never know. In what I've seen from your social elements, it seems that people are splitting off, talking. There's a lot of conversations going on. What's it like for you being part of those conversations, not knowing what the others are talking about almost the moment they leave your presence?
It's interesting because you form alliances, you have an idea of who's with you and who's against you, but at the end of the day there's one sole survivor and everybody's planning on getting to the final 5 and then the final 3, so that's in everybody's mind, so whatever helps anybody get to that point can happen, so you got to keep your eyes open and mind open to any possibility.
And it has been a hard road to get to that goal for a lot of people here, but no more than the last remaining person of the Kootenai tribe, Matt. For his old tribe mates in the best way that he can. Matt, is the game changing for you at all now that you're going to be at Tribal every single challenge?
It feels pretty similar. Yeah,
so that's not much of a change for me.
Yeah, it's just making sure you're keeping everybody happy around you and always turn on each other, and yeah, I mean it's a lot of fun. It's nice to represent the Kootenays. It's a beautiful area, and it sucks there's only one of us left, but I mean, man, it's been a ride, and whatever happens, I'm just thankful to be here, and it's been an absolute pleasure.
You mean the real Kootenays, right?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I wouldn't call your camp a beautiful area.
Don't talk shit about the pit. The pit.
Is that really the case? Is this point of the game about trusting each other, or is it about how to deceive one another just enough to gain an advantage?
There's definitely a bit of both of those aspects in play, and I think it's, depends on people's nature to begin with, whether they're more looking to secure trust or deceive. And I think we're just trying to do the best we can here.
Kate, Rachel's talking about a fine line between deception and honesty. You yourself have been coming very close to winning some of the immunity challenges here in the past, but having them just slip away. Are you finding that the social elements of the game are more difficult, or coming to you a little more naturally because you're proving yourself to be an asset in challenges and maybe a help to an alliance?
Yeah, I feel like I just got lucky a lot of times in a row. Like I got lucky with having a really strong tribe from the jump, and then I got lucky with who I was placed with. I was like placed with people I'd already known over and over. So the social aspect has kind of fell into place. Challenges, I think I also got rid of, I don't know how to shoot. Or I don't know, I'm bad at wheelbarrow races. I think I just Happy to be here.
Tim, speaking of happy to be here, your goal coming into this game was to play the most games, to have fun outdoors with your friends. And now that you're here in the final 8, how has your perspective changed on all that?
It hasn't changed so much, but now that I've made it this far, there's a bit more of a drive to win since it could happen.
Are you feeling a little confident, more so confident about challenges now, about the games that you get to play outdoors, or are they becoming a little more stressful, a little more intimidating?
Depends on the game 100%. If it comes down to running around the woods, I'm arrogant. Puzzles, not so much.
Okay. Sphere. It has been a long journey for you. You've been on Banff, and then you were there for the tribe swap. Now you're here. You haven't seen many tribal councils, but for the remainder of this game, you're going to see a lot of them, hopefully. How does that change the way that you look at things, knowing that after every challenge, someone's going to be here, and one person is going to be safe, and everyone else is open for business? They could be gone.
It's interesting because at this point everybody knows it's all about strategy, and the strategy coming into tribals for everybody after every challenge means that somebody, which is usually the strongest person, has a target on their back, and they are pressured to an immunity. So the strategy being that is like, I think, at the forefront of everybody's minds, and it steers tribal and it steers the interactions around tribal in a very specific manner, which it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out, to see who people think are the strongest at specific points in the game, and we'll see how the challenges play out too.
I think adding on to that is there's different types of strength in this game too that you have to take into account.
Yeah.
You have the social strength where you have a player who's kind of they're protected by a whole lot of numbers that they have pretty firmly on their side. There's physical threats like Michaela, who's won all these immunity challenges. There's jury threats who have a story or a narrative like Flo coming back from the Edge that could definitely play into her getting a lot of votes if she makes it there, that you have to kind of take into account while you're doing that kind of threat assessment at this later stage of the game.
Flo, Cole just said that you're one of the targets potentially moving forward. And Sphere also talked about threats in the game, whether it's physical or mental or social. Is it clear to you at this point who those threats are? Talking amongst the remaining players in the game, has there been threat assessment?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see how well that threat assessment paid off. It's time to vote.
Top of the morning, stay dead.
I don't know. Anything could happen.
Let's hope this works. That's all we'll say. Elsewise, bye. See you never.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol, advantage or disadvantage, now would be the time to play.
I do have something in my pocket for you, Tom. Actually, sorry.
It kind of fell apart.
There you go.
But
This is a hidden immunity item. Kind of fell apart. It was a hidden immunity item.
That is not a hidden immunity item.
Nope.
I made that this morning.
You made this morning?
I made this morning.
Nice.
Who are you playing it for?
Does it have to?
You play it for yourself or someone else?
Yeah, but I was gonna play it for flow. But instead I'm gonna use this.
See, he knew it.
Okay. Cole.
Yes.
This is a legitimate disadvantage. You must reveal the name who you voted for.
I voted for Florence.
Okay. Alright. Unless there's anything else. You're gonna read the votes?
Wait. Does it? Wait. With that disadvantage, does it cancel out the vote and then also change it over?
Tim did not play it at the right time.
Oh.
So only the latter half.
Does it say on it at any time?
It says it must be played during this phase of Tribal Council, and it can be played at any time during the proceedings of the game. So you could have played it in the tribal phase and the individual phase. Yeah. So only the latter half of it will take effect. First vote. Second vote. Flo. That's one vote Kate. One vote Flo. Third vote. Kate. That's 2 votes Kate. 1 vote Flo. Fourth vote. Kate. That's 3 votes Kate. 1 vote Flo. Fifth vote. Flo. That's 2 votes Flo. 3 votes Kate. Sixth vote. Flo. That's 3 votes Flo. 3 votes Kate. Seventh vote. Flo. That is 4 votes Flo, 3 votes Kate. Eighth person voted off the Survivor Waiparous and 3rd member of our jury, Flo. Ride up. Bring your torch.
Alright. Well played. Cole, y'all gotta get him out, man.
Travis spoke.
We do love you.
Good game.
She's
still here!
You can't go away. Is that a roll? You left there for 2 seconds and your fire's still there. You have immunity.
Alright.
Yeah.
Things are shaking up. Everybody, gas your torches, head back to camp. Next time on Survivor Waiparous, Timothy and Michaela are left in a precarious position, and the majority alliance starts to crack.
Getting weird vibes from Matt and from Rachel.